So how many time constant will elapse before energy stored in capacitor reaches half of the equilibrium value? So all of you think in your mind how you're going to solve it. So energy stored after how much time energy stored in capacitor is half the equilibrium value. What is energy stored? What is, first of all, what is equilibrium value? What would equilibrium value imply here? Kathy, can you tell me what is equilibrium value means? What does equilibrium mean here? Kathy?
Sir.
Can you tell me what does the word equilibrium imply here? Sometimes you use word steady state. No, equilibrium also something is not changing with time. That also we can use equilibrium. So equilibrium implies steady state. Can you tell me what does steady state mean in case of RC circuit? How do we define steady state? Kathy, can you define steady state here? I missed one term. What is steady state, Kathy? No clue?
No, sir.
No idea what is steady state. Steady state, we have come across this word many times. Something not changing with time. So previous circuit, if it is not changing with time, is what? When would it not change with time? When nothing is changing with time. Can you think of what will happen? What is steady state? Okay, Ashray, what is steady state?
It won't get charged anymore.
So it acquires full charge. So
Yes,
what is steady state? See, when we say t tends to infinity, what does it mean? Whether after a long time, it reaches steady state where Q becomes equal to what? In a steady, what is charge equal to? Q naught, which is equal to EC. Steady state or equivalent state it requires, it means it has acquired a full charge. It is not acquiring any more charge. In a steady state, what will be the current here, Ashray?
0, sir.
Current will be 0. So in steady state, things are not changing with time, where T will be tending to infinity, Q will be equal to Q naught is equal to EC, and current I will be 0. That's a steady state. Kathy, was it difficult?
No, sir.
You should have taken steady state, and keep in mind, we come across steady state. When we talk with steady state, it has a particular meaning, and always context may change, but meaning remains same. Okay, so in steady state, we have to compare energy. So basically, we are talking two state. We are talking about a steady state, and we are talking about some intermediate, some other state at time t. So in steady, we are comparing energy. So in the steady state, what we call as final state. What is the energy stored in the capacitor in a steady state? Shreya, can you tell me what is the energy stored in the capacitor? Typical RC circuit. What will the energy stored in the capacitor in the steady state? Shreya.
Sir.
Yes. What is energy stored in capacitor equal to? Do you recall the formula?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
I recall the formula for charge.
Half C.
Tell me which your formula. What is energy stored in a capacitor? Capacitor is a device.
Yes,
What is the formula?
Half CV square.
Half CV square is one way, and we can write in 3 different forms. Since here we are concerned about what is the charge here, I will write as Q square by 2C. Energy stored is equal to Q square by 2C. This is the final energy stored, and final energy is what is this is Q naught, and which is Q naught. Now we have to find energy at time t. What is energy at time t? Energy in the time t, energy is equal to Q square by 2C. What is this 2? Q indicates charge at time t. So what is the equation I form? This energy is half of the equilibrium energy. So equate ut is equal to energy at time t is equal to half of final energy. So let me put the informal equation. What is this one? So basically, most cases, whatever information is given, we need to convert into some form of a mathematical relationship. This is equal to half the steady state energy. So what does this imply? This implies that Q charge has to become equal to final charge divided by root 2. That's the condition. That's the meaning. That's when the charge on the capacitor is equal to 1 by root times of final charge. Energy stored in capacitor will be half of the final energy. How much time it will take? Now I'll put the value of Q. What is the value of Q at time t? Value of Q at time t is equal to Q naught 1 minus e raised to power minus t by tau is equal to This is Q is equal to Q naught by 2, Q naught by root 2. So based on this, can you find value of T here? Yes, so basically e raised to power minus T by tau will be equal to 1 minus 1 by root 2, which will be equal to root 2 minus 1 by root 2, or e raised to power T by tau will be equal to root 2 divided by root 2 minus 1, which is roughly equal to 1.41 divided by 0.4. So what is T by tau? T by tau is this is how many times of tau. T by tau indicates the ratio, how many times of this is n. This is n times of tau, is it not? So this is T is equal to let the number of times be n times. So T can be written as n into tau divided by tau is equal to log of 1.41 divided by 0.4. And we don't know. Can anyone guess roughly what would the value of this? Roughly, it is a little more than 3.
3.5.
A little more than 3 something. No? So more than 3. Log 2. You recall what is value of log 2 equal to?
0.3.
3.
No, log to the base e.
0.69.
Yes, 0.69. No, so basically, and it's an increasing function. So if we see why I'm doing this question, this kind of questions are these days they become common. So they will give you, you will not find an exact answer, but you have to figure out which range it will lie. What will log 4 be equal to?
It'll be twice of that.
Twice of this.
Yes, sir.
So the value will lie between 0.7 to 1.4, and actually what it comes to, actually this value comes to roughly 1.23. So if options are given, you cannot find the exact value. But if you cannot find the exact value, but options are given, you can eliminate option and identify the right one. Kathy, have you understood this question?
Yes, sir.
Suppose I change this term to 1/4. Would you be able to solve it now?
Yes, sir.
What change will take place? Tell me.
Sir, the final the energy at time t will be 1/4 of the
1/4. So here I will not suppose I will substitute here. This will become 1/4.
fourth.
If this is 1/4, it becomes Q naught by 2. It becomes Q naught by 2. I can calculate and we can arrive at that value also. Is it not? So I hope you have understood this question properly and you will be able to solve on your own as well. Okay. Let's move on to next one. Can you think of an answer for this question? All of you read this question, then we see, interpret this question and find a method to solve. How many time constant will elapse? So basically, again, if nothing else, whenever we're not there, so we'll, let's say, how many time constant? N time constant elapse. Or again, we'll again assume T is equal to N tau. So that now in the condition one, before the power delivered by battery drop to half of its maximum value. So this question is based on, earlier was based on power stored in the capacitor. That's why I use Q square by 2C. What is power delivered by battery?
Twice the power stored in capacitor.
Why do you go now? So somebody says delivered by battery. So this particular answer, I'm not saying most of the time your answers are not correct, but this particular answer, Akash, it reminds me some two people were traveling. One was mathematician and there was other normal person. So they were crossing, they could spot number of cows grazing in a field. So other person asked the mathematician, can you find out how many cows are there? Well, pretty simple. I can count all the legs, divide by 4, I'll get the number of cows. So, okay, so we can do in a roundabout way, but what is power delivered by battery? What other way I can think of, easier way? What is power delivered by battery?
Supplied by voltage.
So if battery is there, what is the power being delivered by the battery? If current is I, EMF is E, what is power delivered? Power delivered by the battery is current into EMF. The power delivered is I into E. That's power delivered by battery. Part of it will go as a heating in this resistor. Other part will go into increasing the potential energy of the capacitor. So power delivered, we'll see later on. I think we'll do some question. If I calculate this separately and this separately, sum of these two will come equal to power delivered. Okay, power delivered. So before power delivered by battery drops to half of its maximum value. So what is maximum power delivered? Let me think of maximum power delivered. Disha, what is maximum power delivered in a battery? Typical RC circuit, what is the maximum power delivered? When would the power delivered by battery be maximum? Let me write one more thing. How is current varies in a circuit? In RC circuit, current varies like this. I think we had done that yesterday. If we differentiate, this is the current which it comes equal to E by R. That's how the current varies. And if I have to plot this current with time, can you plot this current vis-a-vis time? How would current vary in the circuit with time? So if I have this is as a current and time, what would be the shape of this curve? Karthikeya, can you tell me what is the shape of the curve? Do you know the shape of e to power minus x curve? As x keep increasing, this will keep on decreasing. The shape of the curve, okay, I'm just writing it off. So shape of curve will be similar to e to power minus x curve. And you should know what is the shape of e to minus x curve. If it will be of this, it will start from it will keep decreasing. It will decay exponentially. This is how the current will vary. So current is maximum initially, we had discussed earlier, and this will be equal to E by R, and it will decay exponentially. It will like an exponential curve. So when is the power delivered maximum? Karthikeya, can you tell me when would the power delivered be maximum? Karthikeya.
Yes, sir.
What is the maximum power delivered, and when would the power delivered by battery be maximum?
And steady state?
Just guessing. No, this is there already on the board. Not correct. Okay, let me. Disha, when is power delivered maximum?
So like when the current becomes maximum, the
Correct. Well, see, this is power delivered, Karthikeya. It is already written here. Power delivered is IE. If E is a constant, if I were to be constant, power delivered will remain constant. Power delivered will be maximum and I is maximum. And I have drawn the curve also. When is the current maximum? Current is maximum at time t is equal to 0. Soon after it is connected, current is maximum. So that's the maximum power delivered. So maximum power delivered is when current is maximum. Karthikeya, was it a difficult question?
No, sir.
No, it is when current is maximum. And when is current maximum and what is value of time? It is maximum at which time? T is
equals to 0.
You can write as 0 plus. No, just 0 plus because soon after it is connected. Because some people may say t is equal to 0, it is not connected. 0 plus, approaching 0. And what is the value of then current? Current value in that case, if I substitute t is equal to 0, current is equal to E by R. We have discussed. So maximum power will be equal to, so if I look at maximum power, I can write maximum power. And if I write I also, I can write as I naught E. That's the maximum power. What is I naught? I naught is equal to maximum value of current, which is at time t is equal to 0. That's the maximum power. So what is power at time t? Power at time t will be equal to how much? Current at time t into E. And what is current at time t? Current at time t is equal to I naught e raised to power minus t by tau into E. This has to equal to half the maximum value. This has to be equal to 1 by 2 I naught E. Can we find out value of t from here now? Should be easy.
Yes, sir.
So e raised to power minus t by tau
Equals to 1 by 2.
The e raised to power t by tau is
T by
equal
tau equals to 0.69.
so t by tau is equal to, yes, log to the base e or ln 2. You can sometimes we also write as like this. And log 2 is equal to 0.69 or 7. So t by tau. So if I write n tau by tau so many times, it is n times of tau. So n will be equal to 0.6.
Sir, is this power consumed by the resistor, sir?
Right. Again, just 2 minutes back, I mentioned what happens to energy being supplied or power supplied per unit time. Where does this energy go? Some part is dissipated as heat in the resistor. Some part goes into increasing
Stored in
the
the
potential
capacitor.
stored in the capacitor.
Okay.
So if I calculate what is the heat dissipated at particular time t, rate of heat dissipation at time t in the resistor will be equal to IT square by R, I square by R. And what is the energy stored in the capacitor? That also can be calculated. We'll do one question later on. Okay, that's slightly more complicated, so we'll do later after we have understood simpler questions. Okay, that's the answer. Now we come to slightly different questions, and these questions are simpler and important. What we need to find, let's read the question. Find the current I supplied a battery in the network in steady state. Shravani, what does steady state mean?
The flow of current with respect.
What steady state? We just talked about steady state 10 minutes back. So
Yes,
tell me what is,
sir.
huh?
Yes, sir. I do. I know it, but I'm not
So
unable
what
to
happens?
express
So
it.
it means what happens is still is not very clear. So again, pay attention. What is steady state? Okay, Nitya, can you tell me what is steady state here?
So it's when the capacitor gets the maximum charge.
So steady state, again, we repeat that one. I think I mentioned all three things, Shravani. What does steady state mean? Steady state happens, or steady state means when does the steady state happen? After a long time it is connected. When the charge on the capacitor becomes equal to the final charge. And when the charge becomes final, there's no current to the capacitor. So the branch which is connected to capacitor, since the charge is constant, charge is not changing, no current in the capacitor lead wire. Other places current can be. So if the charge has become final, what will be the current in this part? This is the branch which is connected to the capacitor, and current in this branch will become equal to 0. Okay. So are we clear about what this steady state mean?
Yes.
So Gayatri, can you repeat what you said by steady state? Have you understood fully steady state? Because this is important type of question. We'll do 4 or 5 questions like this. Gayatri, are we clear about this part?
Yes, sir.
Can you define what is steady state?
Yeah, sir. Q is equal to Q naught. The charge in the initial state is equal to the final charge, and the current will be 0, sir.
No, because if the charge on the capacitor is not changing, it means the wire which are connected to capacitor cannot have any current flowing. If current flows, means charge on the capacitor is changing. So if I interpret the whole thing as steady state, in simple terms, how do I interpret steady state? Wires which are leading to capacitor will have 0 current. The whole thing, if I have summarized in one simple figure, this is how I summarize steady state. How do I summarize steady state? This is my summary of steady state. Is this clear? What is the summary of steady state? If the charge on this is not changing and the current in this has become 0. That's what steady state means. Okay. So what we need to find? We need to find a current supplied by battery. It means this branch has no current. And what we need to find, if this current is I, we have to find this value of I at t tending to infinity. So if the current here is 0, I can ignore this part of the circuit. This current will not flow. But does it mean the current will not flow here? No, it doesn't mean the current will not flow here. It only means the wires which are leading to capacitor will not have any current. This part will have not current. It means if the current I flows from here, when it comes to junction, no current goes here, entire same current goes here. I goes here, I goes here. And this is how the current will flow. That's how we have interpreted steady state. Okay, Grishma?
Sir?
Is a steady state clear?
Yes, sir.
So can we find current in this state now? Is it easy to find current? Find the current. Can you find a value of I? Yeah, there's only one loop I can ignore. So conceptually what I can do, I can remove this part of the circuit. What is left? Only this circuit is left. So what we have done in steady state, This is how we interpret it. Let me again look at logical sequence of interpretation of steady state. What is the logical sequence? Steady state means temperature charge on the capacitor has become constant. It has acquired final charge. If charge has become constant, it means the wires which are connecting to capacitor will have zero current. So this one IC has become zero. This part will have zero current. If this has zero current, the branch which is containing the capacitor will have no current flowing. So as far as purpose of current flow is concerned, that branch can be removed. And this will say we can sometimes we use the word, we can treat the branch as open. That branch is like open circuit. So whichever is when it reaches steady state, the branch which is containing capacitor will have no current flowing, and this becomes the circuit. Now it is easy to find current. Current will be equal to 2 by 8. Okay. Find the current. Okay, yes.
Sir, we can ignore the 4 ohm resistor, right? So for both the cases.
What will happen in this case, since the current is zero, as far as I am finding there's a particular purpose I am ignoring it. What purpose I am ignoring? I have to find current here. To find current here, this current is a zero. So when I have to apply Kirchhoff loop rule, even though there's resistor here, will there be any potential drop across 4 ohm resistance?
No, sir.
Why not?
Because the capacitor is in steady state, so no current will flow.
No current will flow. Okay, so first part we understood how to find, I hope all of you understood how to find steady state current. What is part B? Find the charge on the capacitor. We said yes, it will have some charge. What is charge it has? This plate is, this side is connected to positive. This will have charge plus Q and Q naught, and this will have minus Q.
We have to find the potential difference between.
So basically, what we
drop.
need to do, this charge will depend on the potential difference. Capacitance is given. If I find potential difference across which point I have to know potential difference, I need to know the potential between this point and this point. But even this point and this point also, from here there's no potential difference. So potential difference across capacitor is this and this, or we can also say, if I can, let me mark this point as A, this is B, and this is C. So what is potential difference across capacitor? V across capacitor is how much? I could have written as VA minus VB.
2V minus I into 2.
No, it can also be written as VA minus VC. So what is potential difference across capacitor? It is equal to potential difference across which the capacitor branch is connected. All I need is potential difference between A and C. Now it is easy. What is potential difference between A and C? So all of you understood potential difference. Okay, actually it is VA minus VB. But since VB is equal to VC, it is more convenient to write in terms of VA minus VC. VA minus VC are the 2 points to which capacitor branch is connected. Can we create VA minus VC? Now it is easy. How do we calculate VA minus VC? Start from A and reach C. So when I'm going like this, this is a current. So VA minus I into 6 is equal to VB. So VA minus VB is equal to, some of you can do in step-by-step method, 6 into I, or some of you can think, what is potential difference across 6 ohm resistor? 6 ohm resistor will be equal to 6 by 8 times of 2. So you can easily calculate VAB will be equal to potential difference across 6 ohm resistor. That's another way I can think of. And what is that equal to? EMF of the battery into 6 divided by
1.5.
1.5. So once I have found the voltage, what is the charge now? So Q will be equal to Q naught will be
Microcoulomb.
CV. Khyati, have you understood
Yes, sir.
completely?
Yes, sir.
If you say now, next question, a similar question, I'll ask you to solve.
I'll try, sir.
Okay, you should
Yes,
get this, Khyati. You see that every part is clear, and it's not a difficult thing, and it's important question. This kind of questions do keep coming in competitive examination, and we should know how to solve it.
So can we find the time taken here?
See, in this case also, yes, we can find time taken, but this is not as simple. And this kind of question, I will do it last, because in a workbook also no such question is given. This, how to find time constant, you can do so. See, is it possible to write a equation? In that case, what will happen? You have to write two equations. When I derived time constant, there was only one loop. In this case, there will be two loops. So it becomes a little lengthy, but there is a little bit of shortcut also available. But the time constant I will deal with last because it's slightly more complicated than this question, but it is possible.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, so steady state doesn't necessarily mean current supplied by the battery should be zero, right?
No.
Only on the capacitor it should be zero.
Current is constant. It is nothing in the circuit is changing with time. But basically what I observe, if I take a snapshot, if I see the circuit again after 5 seconds, I should find all parameters are same. That's a steady state. Things are not changing with time. That's a steady state standard definition. So it doesn't mean, yes, whatever charge in it, steady state, capacitor has reached steady state. Why it was not steady, charge was changing. But when it has reached steady state, when the charge has stopped changing, that's a steady state mean it has become fully charged. Charge on capacitor is not changing. No current in the, I hope the sequence is understood. Steady state, when it would happen, Q is becomes equal to steady charge, final charge. That's why there's no current in the branch connecting to capacitor. Let's do this one, a similar question. This is now a special question for Kathy. To find the charge on the capacitor is actually even easier than previous question.
Sir, the
Yes.
curved part is the positive terminal, sir, in the capacitor.
Which term? No, see, nothing curved positive. Basically, that's, see what happens, why some books use a curve so as not to confuse with battery. Because sometimes, we look at this, look at the same side, we confuse whether it's battery or something. See, there's no positive plate. We can connect in any manner. So this is nothing, but this is another convention which some books use to denote a capacitor. There's nothing called positive, negative. Just so that the difference between battery and capacitor in figures are clear. Earlier, there was only one difference, the length of side being unequal. Now there are two differences. Lengths are equal and one side is curved. So it is easier to spot a capacitor and not to confuse with the battery. Of course, when units are given, it becomes even easier.
Sir?
Yes?
So in the capacitor, only half of the energy supplied by the battery is stored, right, sir?
Yes.
The remaining half is gone as heat, right?
Remaining half get dissipated in the resistor. Yes. And we can do that also calculation. Huh? See, suppose, okay, coming back to, since, okay, I will do this question in the evening session today. So evening session, there are a couple of questions. I think you can spend a little time, try to understand what happens here. And see, if you have to think of it, we dealt with this, a similar question today itself. If battery is there, and there's a resistor, and a capacitor. So at a small time interval, if you take a small time interval, current is IT. This is E, this is R, and this is Q. What happens in small time interval dt? Can we write energy equation? See, when we have finite time is the small time interval, I can calculate energy supplied by battery. Can we calculate energy supplied here? At time t when the current is IC? Energy supplied will be equal to how much? Can we calculate heat dissipated, heat energy dissipated? I'm writing all energy terms now in time. What is heat energy dissipated?
I square R dt.
I square R dt. And what would be the increase in potential energy stored in capacitor? That is slightly tricky. What is increase in potential is stored in capacitor?
We have to know the potential difference between the plates.
Q is given, C is there. You know the potential difference. So see, what happening to charge? Charge is changing from Q to Q plus dq. Charge increasing by how much? Dq. Or what is dq equal to? Charge increasing from Q to Q plus I dt. So what is the final energy stored in the capacitor? What is the initial energy stored in the capacitor during this time interval? So what is increase in potential energy? And when we square, we can ignore the square term. So this can be written as Q square plus 2IQ dt. So are you following? Some of you following this one?
Yes, sir.
So when you write this equation, see that one. If this term, if we add up this term, I also can be written in terms of a particular time. This plus this will come
Okay,
equal
so
to.
when like dt square is there, we can ignore it and solve.
Yes, higher term we can ignore. Okay.
Sir,
yes.
we don't talk about the heat dissipated in a capacitor, right?
There's no
This
heat
one is about
dissipated
the
in the
resistor.
capacitor. There's no heat dissipated in the capacitor. Heat is dissipated in the lead wire connecting to the capacitor, not in the
Okay,
capacitor.
that's only half of the energy stored.
Yes. Okay, now coming back to this question, is this question extremely easy to answer? Plus again, Kathy, you are there now?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready with your answer or explanation?
Yes, sir.
Find the charge. It is not mentioned, but it is implied which charge? Steady state charge. Can you tell me step by step how would you solve it? Kathy?
Sir, first both the resistances are in series.
No, that is not first, that is second and third. First is something else. What is first?
Sir,
Yes.
the capacitor will act as an open circuit.
Open circuit. Basically, charge on this capacitor is final value. Hence, the current in this flowing is equal to 0. So this no current is flowing here. If current is not flowing in this branch, it means if current I flows here, same current will pass through this as well as this. Now they become in series. Earlier they were not. Now they are in series. So I can find the value of current. So basically I understood, okay, step 1, no current in the branch containing capacitor. So this becomes, I can remove, it becomes an open circuit, I can remove. Then to find charge on the capacitor, capacitor is connected across point A and B. So charge on the capacitor will be equal to charge on the capacitor Q naught or Q naught, whatever, capital or small, whatever you write, it will be equal to C into VAB. What is VAB here? Points across which it is connected. And since there's no current flowing flow, VAB is very easy. When I look at the figure itself, I know VAB potential drop across 10 ohm will be 1/3 of the total potential. So VAB is equal to 2 by 3. So it will be 6 into. Okay. So this is a pretty easy question. Salah, you have some question?
Sir, when a capacitor has a charge Q on it, there will be some force of attraction between the parallel plates, right?
Yes, there's force of attraction, yes.
So then there should be a constant force that is applied to keep them apart. Right?
No, constant force, but there's no displacement. There's no, so will there be any work done? No. See, another way, typically what happens, yes, if there are capacitors, yes, what will happen? There will be force of attraction.
There's a sheet separating them.
Yes, if you place a dielectric, what happens? Suppose I take a glass sheet in between. So if you keep a glass sheet, it serves two purposes. What are two purposes it serves? First of all, it increases the capacitance of the capacitor. Second thing, it helps in, there's a compressive force acting on the glass sheet, mica sheet, or whatever material we use as a dielectric constant material. It will keep this at a constant distance apart. So since the spacing is not changing, even though force is present, there's no work done. Hence, no change in energy on account of force of attraction. No change in energy on account of force of attraction. Alad, is this your question answered properly? You understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's look at this one now.
So we just have to find potential difference across.
That's all. We'll calculate the energy stored in the capacitor. So every time I think it's always a good thing to start thinking backwards, begin with the end in mind kind of thing. So what we need to find, let's look at this. I calculate the energy stored in the capacitor. I need to find what is the energy stored. And for energy stored, I need one of the two things. What are one of those two things possible? One could be either I find the charge or I find the potential difference. So if I can find out potential difference in a steady state between P and Q, I can find the energy stored. So, and since it is steady state, this will not have any current. I can remove this branch. It becomes like an electrical circuit. If I find potential difference between P and Q, I get my answer. So it is equivalent to finding potential difference between P and Q or no current in capacitor branch. So can we calculate that one? I should not have written it here. Maybe I'll write somewhere else. So I can visualize the circuit like this. I can remove this part. This part is gone. So how do I calculate potential difference? Now we come back to similar to electrical circuit. So can we solve this question?
We can remove that 4 ohm resistor also, right? On the rightmost.
Yeah, this is also not relevant here. Because see, to find potential difference, I need to have a path. Which path I will choose to find potential difference? There's only one path available. This is the path I will use to find the potential. So if I have to find potential difference, along this path, I should know the current in all resistors. So I need to know the current only in this path. So I need to know current, what is the current through 5 ohms, same current will flow through I2. I need to know this current also. Because of, okay. This current is not given. But do I need this current? Can I find current in the rest? I need current in all 3 resistors. Then only can find potential difference. So let's see, but can we find this current here? Yes, you apply junction rule at point P. I can find this current here. 2 and 3 are coming up. This is 3 amperes. And of course, this also will become 3 amperes. Question is, this joint, this current is not known. So how do I find current in this part? Okay, from S junction, I cannot find out. There are 2 unknowns. But let me look at Q junction here. Q junction?
3 amps.
No. See, what is coming in? Let this current be I. I plus 1 is equal to 2. So what is current in 2 ohm resistance? 1 ampere.
1 amp.
Now this circuit. So this is something. So I hope all of you followed. Hemant, have you followed this point?
Yes, sir.
So you can easily find an answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's find an answer.
-6 × 10⁻⁴.
so easy. I think all of you should follow. This sequence is clear. So to calculate energy, what I need is VP. To find energy, we can go backwards. What I need VPQ. And to find VPQ, what I need current along path from P to Q. Then only can find. So we found the current. Once you found the current, it is easy. I start from how do you find potential difference? I start from P. I am moving along the current, hence minus sign, minus of 5 into 3. Then this also I'm moving along the current, hence the minus sign, minus 1 into 3. Again, when I move from S to Q also, I'm going along the direction of current. So 1 into 2 is equal to VQ. So VP minus VQ,
20
volts. So what is the energy stored in the capacitor? 1 by 2
CV square.
CV square. And these are very easy question to solve. And so I'll stop here. I think this is already a couple of minutes more. And should not have problem solving such question. I hope all of you understood. So I'll stop the session here. And